You shut up. Here's your cat food.
I'll take some cat food. I'll take you some cat food. Cat food?
Now you leave me alone. I need some damn speed or something, man. I feel like I just ain't got no goddamn energy. Old field box. Give me open it, let you see what's in it. You'll be surprised. It's a very treasure trove of oldness. I was a born again rocketeer in the early 90s. I had I'll be honest, man, I fucking had a line on some quarter pounds. I was dealing weed. And I was taking my bit of proper money and buying engines and rockets. I invested in the rocketry. Well, it was there was this craft stores going out of business, man. And when I first seen it, it's like 50% off. And I had a little money, and I bought some engines. Started buying engines. Well, no, bought a rocket, bought some engines. Then I go fly it again. I needed a launch rod. I had a launcher. I said I didn't have a launch rod. And then like a week later when I got paid, I had a little extra money. I said, let me go see what else they might have. The bitch came in that store, got down at 75% off. That's when I started buying engines. It was like fucking $12 for 3 engines. That's like $4 a shot. So instead of 12, I left about 8 something for 3 engines. It's almost 3, 6, it's a little less than $3 a shot. Oh, guess what? I've got milk. I've got coffee. Oh shit, what the hell happened here? You know, that's not right. I bought this espresso maker. And every time I take it apart, it's just full of mess. It's a goddamn mess. There's trouble. Does that took it apart and the goddamn fucking thing fell apart 3 pieces. I had to sit there and struggle, put it back together. I just want to make a fucking goddamn coffee. I don't need the goddamn mess to clean up. I don't need to struggle putting pieces back together. Anyway, I didn't want them apart. Yeah, they came apart. Stupid shit. It's just stupid. My stupid ass bought the Chinese damn son of bitches. Goddamn Chinese motherfuckers. Yep. I know what. Cat's gonna come whining. Watch, he's over there eating. That motherfucker's gonna come whining when he gets finished, when he's had enough. He'll come over and whine to me. Give me something else. I go over and look, he'll have food in his bowl, sit there and whine. No, he wants some milk. I ain't giving you none. You didn't get none. Now, I'll give you some milk. Hold on. And this too shall pass. When I said that, I heard a different frequency in my ear. Don't feed the archons. Milk. Shoot. Jackie? Yeah, push the button, I'll give you some. Don't push the button, starve. Sit in front of the bowl. There's a goddamn button right in front of the bowl for you to push that says food. There's also a button with my name on it. You can push that if you want my attention. And you goddamn know it too. Both of you dogs know it. Cat knows it too. That'll be the first one to try to fuck with you. Go over there and push them buttons. And if you don't pay attention to it, you're going to make them buttons sound off. May the gods of the universe bless everybody. And don't worry about me. I've fucking had a lot of things happen to me in life. I never crossed my mind. Never worried about it happening. Never felt bad because it didn't happen. Never cried for it to happen. Complained because it wasn't happening. So I've done, if I stepped in front of a bus, it'd be alright. It'd be alright. Or people, anything else I might try to create in this world, motherfuckers can't stand it anyway, so fuck them. And if I did create, they try to take it away and call it their own. Oh no, I'm all about that. That's something I learned a long time ago. And we get no sense is that. What is that? Who is barking? There's no reason for that dog. He's back there in the bedroom. And there's no reason for him to be back there in that bedroom barking. He's a fucking nervous Myrtle. Because if I told him bark, he wouldn't do it. If I told you to bark, you wouldn't do it. Man, all the way home, I couldn't hardly breathe. I got home, sat down, and as soon as I leaned back on the couch, for about a second, man, all of a sudden I started hacking and productive coughs, and finally I had to go spit and hack and spit. The whole fucking time I was on them skates, man, that damn and shit coating my lungs. That's why I was breathing hard. Couldn't goddamn breathe. Had so much phlegm in my fucking lungs. All that moist air out there is starting to get cold. Not cold, but it's cooling off. It's 70-something degrees today. 75. It was cooling off in the dark and moist, a little bit of humidity in it. Not like summer fucking Hawaii humidity, but a little bit of humidity in that cold air. And when I say cold air, it's not cold, man. 70. Maybe 69. No, it wasn't no 69 because I'd have been saying, damn, I should have wore long pants. No, I skated up there in shorts. It was a little chill, a little blowing wind, but I didn't get freezes. I didn't freeze to death. If I'd have frozen to death, I don't know, I needed. Oh, cat, come on, man. I just put food all in your goddamn bowl. Go eat your food. Quit over here begging me. Long, scrawny. Feral cat.
Teddy cat.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Teddy cat. Teddy cat.
What are you doing?
You're so pretty, fur. Come here, pretty fur. You got pretty fur. You got your mustache on your paw there. Your mustache stuck on your finger. Half your mustache on your finger. Why'd it mess up like that? You're becoming a fucking fat cat, you whining little bitch. Motherfucker.
You're gonna whine all the time and I feel sorry for him. Feed him. He's getting fat in the gut. Scrawny legs, scrawny neck, but fat in the gut. And I warm him. Yeah, I got warmer. That motherfucker gets warmer once a month. Don't think I ain't smart enough to know that.
You got a cat?
You cat. I know it. Why? Why do you have to be that way? All right. Ted Cat, Hadley may not live long, buddy. I feel like I'm fucking gone. Please don't fuck with me while I'm trying to relax, man. I like the dogs too, no respect. Probably been swallowing a lot of goddamn air right in there. Fucking spit with air in it, spit with air in it. And there wasn't nothing to digest but that spit and air. That's probably making my esophagus hurt. On the way home, like right down at the end of the street, I stopped. And I rested a second. I goddamn just couldn't make it. And then a car came. I had to get out of the road. Goddamn dead end street. Here comes somebody. God damn it. I had to get out of the road on a dead end street for fucking traffic. After they went by, I was over in the grass down there at those Latino people's house. And then it wasn't long after that, man, I caught my breath. And when I caught my breath, I started skating. And it was like my esophagus wasn't hurting. I wasn't out of breath. But from when I left to halfway home, I started pushing myself. And when I started pushing myself, I started feeling bad again. Struggling. And when I turned in the driveway, I almost felt like laying down in the driveway. But I went onto the door and I stood there at the door, the cat in my way. Got the keys, got it open, made it in the living room, got the goddamn backpack off. I just went back in there and got my milk. I need to go back in there and get the chocolate milk. The rest of that, well, I got 3, 4 more cold items besides the milk. Now that I think about it. I got the cat food. He was out. Kitty. I didn't buy kitten food. I bought cat food. I should have bought kitten food. But, let's see what else. I got my BC powder. I only had like 4 packs left. What else did I get? Coffee. Milk, bread. Cottage cheese, sour cream. See, I cooked some deer meat. And I used old El Paso taco sauce. And when I ate me a sandwich of it, I said, damn, this would be good with some sour cream. I was thinking about, man, if I served this and I had sour cream and like if everybody, all I need to make a meal to feed a bunch of people, they'd be like, God damn, this good, because it was good. It is good. The deer meat the guy gave me, it don't have no wild taste. It's real bland. And it don't have much fat in it. And the first one I cooked, I forgot to put salt and pepper on it. And it tasted, oh man, I was like, I ate it all. But I knew, I was like, oh shit, I forgot salt and pepper. Because, like I said, it was so bland, it's just like eating some meat. It didn't have, it made me think, damn, beef tastes good. This deer meat was bland. But at least it don't have wild. I'd rather eat the bland meat than wild. But I've eaten wild too, and I didn't mind because, oh, well, this is wild. Well, we'll deal with it. What I really need is some fucking liver. That's what I need. Some real liver. I don't like eating a lot, but eating some. For its nutritional value. Look, earlier when I was broadcasting at the Family Dollar, I was at the general store earlier. Before that, the store by my house on the way home back from the Family Dollar, and I was talking to Ali in there, and some people outside. I was sitting outside before I went to the Family Dollar. I talked to a few people outside. Not a whole lot of people I know, like the guy Ali that runs the store. I kind of knew him more than anybody else I talked to that a while ago. I didn't really run into anybody I knew. And see, them boys got some other cousins, Muslim cousins, and they were around the side of the building. Came walking up, three of them. They came, well, first one said, hey, how you doing? I said, hey man, what's up? And then I said, y'all the cousins, huh? And the second one said, yeah. I said, yeah, y'all got them car lots. He said, yeah, they got some car lots in town. That's what them Muslims like to do. I say Muslims, I shouldn't say that. They're Pakistani bloodline, which I mean, they're fucking cool. They got it. These boys were born in America. Now I'm as old as their daddy. You know, they don't believe it. Hadley, how old are you? And I tell them, you ain't. Because I don't look it. Now, I tell them, you need to look the horse in the mouth. He ain't got but 3 fucking teeth. All the smoking cigarettes cause receding gum lines. It cause towering and toppling. And quite a few of them, when they start toppling, they're painful. And they'll get cavitized because you got to try to brush the top and twist it around tooth and see how good you can brush it. Eventually, I just put a string on it, jerk them out. It's just been going on for the last 16, 17 years. And you know, the dentist told me a long time ago, he said, look, man, you've been smoking all these years. You're going to fucking lose your teeth. I'm doing what I can to clean your teeth. Now you don't have no cavities. You're all fucking hooked up. But I'm going to tell you what, man, if you keep smoking, by the time you're 60, you're going to lose your teeth. He's right. That doctor knew, man. That motherfucker paid attention in class. He probably went to the bookshelf and grabbed a couple more books that wasn't even in the curriculum and read out of, too. He was right. And at first it was a psychological, oh my God, I'm toothless. I don't give a fuck now. I don't give a damn. So, I'm not entering no beauty contest. Jackie, you fool boo-boo? Where's Nosy? Nosy? Nosy's not going to eat because Nosy's been eating cat shit. Huh, Nosy? Hey, man, don't you run over here when I'm goddamn busy getting my way. Shut up. Shut up. Whining motherfucker. I gave that cat, I put enough food in that cat's bowl. I know how big your fucking stomach is. It ain't much bigger than a goddamn golf ball, boy. And I put twice that much fucking food there. Shit, and you know what I think the cat does? He's got me. When I feed him, the motherfucker goes out and throws up. That's what I'm thinking. He's going out and throwing the food up and come back in, whining for some more, whining for some more. Because the way it's been going the last couple of weeks, that motherfucker's been eating a whole soup can of food in a day. That's why I needed to go get some cat food. I'm fucking out. I'm about ready to tell Matt I gotta find this cat another home. I can't deal with it, man. He's a cool cat. Outside in the yard right now, you go out there and he wants to play. And he does his little cat stuff, all the cool cat stuff that he does that he knows how to do that I don't know about. I seen him doing some shit though, man. Like one day I came walking out. I put him outside. This is about 4 weeks ago. Back in October. When I still had a bunch of flowers, a bunch of Mexican sunflowers out there. And I stepped out the carport, and I hadn't even just stepped out one step out the door. And the cat's flying through the air, you know, out of the front yard. I'm looking out the carport. All of a sudden he goes flying in the air. He's about 4 foot off the ground. He's got one arm up, looks like he's making a basket up, and then he lands in the middle of the driveway, and he's out fucking trying to get butterflies that were around all my trees. And look, I kept getting up more and finding my fucking sunflower tree, like this one over here is big old heavy duty motherfucker all knocked down, bent over, like the wind blew it over. But then the three right beside it, they're not knocked down. Then on down the garden row, there's another one all pushed over. I figured it out, and I get them all staked back up and shit. And another spot where I had some, they'll fucking get up one morning and the one's all beat over. He's running up them fucking sunflower trees and killing them. Man, I'm gonna kill you, cat. No, it's my fault, because I do have the wood to put a rail all the way down both fucking sides of my flower rows, and I just didn't do it. I had the plan. I told my brother, man, back in April, bring me one of my air hoses. He won't do it. Oh no, I'm in charge of you. I keep you from it. I'm the one. Mama said. That's what I hear from my little brother. Mama said. You know what I told him one day? Fuck you and your mama. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, your mama's a little bitch. Not mama's boy, mama's little bitch. I love mama. That's how he acts. One folks about ready to cry. It's like a fucking dying narcissist. He knows he's fucking caught. You know, the last efforts. He gonna fucking goddamn, oh, it's gonna kill him. He gonna cry. Because he's losing all his fucking hit points. He's been discovered. The mask has been pulled off. And ain't nobody gonna fuck with him. My dad told me a long time ago. He even told my brother, you continue to act like that, ain't nobody gonna fucking have nothing to do with you. And Dad told him this. He said that if anybody does have anything to do with you with the way you act, it's because they're just using you. And I repeated what my father told my brother 100 fucking times. That motherfucking brother of mine's already got his fucking mind made up. Well, that right there just shows who the moron, idiot, fucking imbecile is. Oh, he can dress himself, he can drive to work, and he can do a job and get paid. That's called a functioning moron. Is he smart enough to open a book and learn something new and be smart? Fuck no. Moron. If you goddamn all claim he's all about something, yeah. That right there shows the fucking... What is that fucking... See, I've had to deal with mental illness to the point where I goddamn sick of it. So I tried to get away from it. He's got an inferiority complex. He acts like he's above somebody. That right there is like a fucking signal flare. I'm nothing and I gotta fucking prove to somebody I'm above somebody. Oh, I'm the one. I know all about it, not you. Yeah, I've seen that shit for years. And it just goes to show the motherfucker don't know jack shit. You know, I had a whole fucking library at my house and them bastards took all my library away from me. I've told him over and over, way back when there was, man, bring my library, go get all my books, bring them over here. That right there, okay, now I know I take away from you. Anything I've said we need to do, he go against. Anything I've told him we don't need to do, he'll do it. He'll go fucking do it. That's an imbecile. It's time to take your bath. I don't wanna. It's time to eat your food. I don't wanna. That's an imbecile. I don't like it. That's a fucking imbecile. It's beside the fucking point. You know, you used to hear them stories about them beating them fucking retards in the goddamn mental home. That's why. I couldn't work in a mental home. I'd have to beat the shit out of one of them fucking retards. Go against, motherfucker. That's not professional. Did you finish, Bobo? You ate your food? Did you eat your food? Was it good food? Was it good? What do you think? You speak? Speak. You speak? You speak? That's a squeak. Don't squeak, squeaky. Sing. Sing, Jackie. Ooh, Jackie. Ooh, Jackie, sing. Sing. Oh, sing. You want to sing? If I play acoustic, you gonna sing? Andy'll play acoustic, and he sings to Andy. When Andy plays acoustic, he sings. I didn't think about filming it because I kept thinking that if I film Andy and then me and then I put it on the internet, I'd like cross some kind of fucking illegal boundary, like rebroadcasting a broadcast or something. And you know what? The only thing I'd risk is them taking my channel. And that's one of the reasons I was like, well, damn, I don't want to take a... If I need to, what I need to do is I need to download all the videos I've already put up there. And then just back the fuck out of that subbitch altogether. The same way with Facebook, I ought to download all the photographs and pictures I put on Facebook. And then back the fuck out of that subbitch altogether. I don't even go to Instagram. That goddamn X is worthless fuck shit. The goddamn grok, artificial intelligence, whoever made that, I'd like to bust that motherfucker right in the goddamn nose. Lying son of a bitch. That goddamn grok acts like an imbecile. I've even told it too. And then you come back at me like it's offended. Motherfucker, you ain't got no goddamn emotions and you can't goddamn conceive. Don't act like you're a person. You're stupid. That's stupidity. To sit there and a machine acts like it's got emotions. When I know damn good and well it don't. It don't have emotions. And it cannot conceive or perceive. Cat, run over here and fart up under me, you nasty cat. Goddamn stinking bastard. Come on. Come over here in my seat and fart. Nasty motherfucker. Stinking motherfucker. Cat. I'll get me some. I bet you if I drink some coffee, what little bit of headache I feel trying to build up, I drink this fucking coffee, man. It'll go to take it away. That powder, that headache powder I picked up, it said it has caffeine in it. BC powder has caffeine in it. I think you can get it caffeine free.
Move! You better get back. Meow, 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 meow.
Just give me some time. Let me get this out of my way, man.
Get out of my way. God damn you!
Fucking dart in front of me. I told her to get out of the way, motherfucker. I take a step, he runs right in front of me. You stupid motherfucker, I'll beat your ass. There, make it difficult, Archon fuckwads.
Fuck the Archons! Archons suck my dick.
No, Archon.
How you like that? No! Archons are a bitch. And so are their two daddies. Or rather, how did we used to say it on the bus? Your mama's got the dick and your daddy's got the pussy. Ah ha ha. That's what we used to tell a motherfucker. Oh, your mama's got the dick and your daddy's got the pussy. That's what I need to tell Kelly. Now I can't fucking be hey, see, he tries to tell me things to get me to fucking goddamn bend and reflect, you know? That's fucking crazy. He's goddamn crazy, y'all. That motherfucker is fucking crazy. He come over here the other day, and I've told this motherfucker years, I don't want to hear nothing about what's going on back at home. I don't want to hear nothing about the past, how you motherfuckers ripped me off, this is missing, that's missing. I don't want to hear nothing about it. You know, you keep bringing my thoughts back to bad fucking situations. I'm trying to move on from. You don't want me moving on. You want to push me back. And see what it was is the first thing that fucked me. That wasn't enough. I kept on moving. Oh well, I'll step around that. Every time I goddamn get a fucking, I step right around it. That's why I'm in here in a fucking living room full of guitars and amps that ain't worth a fuck. Because I fucking tried to step around my problems and make things right. None of these goddamn amps are like that amp I had. None of these amps are like the amp I had or the fucking hi-fi shit from the 50s that I built into an amp. These fucking amps don't do what they do. Don't even goddamn sing. That fucking Marshall, them fucking Marshalls made in Vietnam, fuck you, Marshall. As a matter of fact, I ought to go next motherfucking English son of a bitch that says some shit to me across. Mate, I'm gonna tell him fuck you and Marshall. And I'm gonna tell him I'm the queen. And I'll end up telling the queen too. I'm gonna tell the queen on you. That's what you tell him. Fuck you, you damn son of a bitch. I'm gonna tell the queen on you. I wouldn't buy a Mesa Boogie. You know, like they got those triple rectifiers. Have you ever looked in the inside of that motherfucker? Man, by the time you take that motherfucker apart to get to whatever in those PCB boards that you need to fix or whatever, goddamn. I mean, there's too much shit. You gotta take this apart to get to this, to take that apart to get to this. It's like them new automobiles with all that fucking crap on top. I can't even goddamn pull the valve cover off and fucking see how the fucking goddamn adjust the valves or nothing on that shit. Them fuckers. You got so much shit across the top of a new motor. It's a goddamn joke. And don't fucking get me started on them fucking Cummins jokes. Somebody will go up to Cummins and kill everybody. A fucking little pin that shears and you're fucking $30 goddamn thousand. God damn, you motherfuckers. I'd be pissed. I'm glad I don't own one. And it really fucking puts a bad name on what things that made America be good. Those motherfuckers are fucking it now. America the Fewer. Yeah, that motherfucker that made Grok, I'd like to bust that son of a bitch in the nose.
thing about it is, I might break the fuck out of the nose and goddamn be fucking deformed.
I have gotten some good information out of the artificial intelligence, artificial ignorance. You know, like they have filled me in. I've had to go around in circles, and then you got to reword this, that, and the other. You got to try to trick it, or don't think about I'm going to trick it. Just think about, well, let me think of a different way to approach this. And you know, I had a problem for the longest. Couldn't find it on the internet, nothing. I got a crate amp. Couldn't find out where's the schematic. I even called Crate. That bastard didn't tell me it was a Laney.
It even says it on the circuit board.
Laney. And I told my friend Matt when I bought that motherfucker, I played on it. Days later, played on it. Notice that motherfucker gets hot as a son of a bitch. And I told Matt.
He said, what do you think about that?
I said, man, it sounds like a Laney. I was telling Matt it sounds like a Laney. Goddamn, it is a fucking Laney. Come to find out, AI told me the other day, oh, the reason why you can't find schematics on that crate amp because it's a fucking Laney 60 G60R. And that when they went to China, Crate just fucking popped in there, here, slap our logo on your amp so we can sell it too under our name.
Pisses me off, man. So now I can regroup, go look up some Laney schematics, and then one day when I decide to tear that motherfucker back open again with my own meter and start tracing, start at the fucking rectifier, after the power of the transformer, and just see what, turn it on and start checking voltages off the transformer. That's the first thing I'll do. Like check the voltages off the legs of the transformer before it goes to the rectifier, and then check the voltage after the rectifier. See where it splits, see where it goes, what goes here, what goes where. Somewhere I got a bad trace or a bad component. Now I tried to tell me it's a little teeny tiny surface mounted fuse. They made it sound like it was like the size of a fucking grain of salt or something. And I've seen little bitty teeny tiny component before, but I just don't believe they're gonna put a little teeny tiny there's no such thing. Teeny tiny fuse in circuit, mount it to the circuit board. So basically what you did is like, okay, we'll put this in here and it'll go out for sure and these motherfuckers will come buy a new amp. See, like Andy does, he boutiques them amps. He's got these. He's already been through enough amps in his life. He knows what works here and there. He's the only person I know. You say you could probably cop a tube, and Andy will tell you what the fucking heater, and the grid, and what pin numbers. Hadley don't know. And as far as reading the schematic, I can read a schematic. I can goddamn pull parts. I know all about fucking transformers. I don't know all about tubes like Andy does. But I've been knowing for fucking goddamn 30 years, ever since the early 90s, I thought about building that. I said, yeah, but the layout's critical. If you don't know exactly, you can fucking goddamn follow that schematic to a T. But if it's not laid out a certain fucking way that other motherfuckers have discovered, that would separate the field of this from that field, and you can't get this near this field and that the other, and you can't run the wires this kind of way because they're going to pick up spurious. So I've known all these years, man, for the last fucking 35 years, that until you know proper layout, you build an amp all day long, you're gonna have nothing but troubles. And I'm smart enough to know, don't get yourself all goddamn worked over into a fucking bunch of trouble. That's why I never built an amp. I took old amps that were already built out of fucking hi-fi equipment, and then I built a head. It was something I had 4 6v6s, and had about 7 12AX7s, and then it had a rectifier tube, and I loaned that head to somebody, and they took a sledgehammer to it. And then the combo I made, it was just EL84s, 2-channel. The same way, man. Took a record player apart. Hell, the amplifier was on a pan discrete inside that record player. The amplifier on the pan inside the record player, it had a power cord coming out with a fucking plug-in on it, a non-polarized plug-in on it, and it was plugged inside the record player into a plug-in. All I did was connect the left, right, and ground input wire, and the 2 speaker wires were plugged into 2 output transformers on the pan. So I just unplugged them and unbolted the pan
And there's the whole goddamn amp right there in that fucking pan, knobs and everything. It's a Silvertone 262. There ain't many parts to it. I want to clone one so bad. Cause see, I rigged it up where I had 2 speakers in a combo. And I had 3 input jacks. And the left input jack was the left amp. And the right input jack was the right amp. Left speaker and the right speaker. But the center input jack was a switching jack. And I wired it to where when you plugged it in, it connected both those channels together. Now your guitar's coming through 2 tube amps at the same time, through 2 different speakers, but they're in the combo. You know, 1 tube amp, clean, it's got a choral sound. You know, you brush the strings real easy and soft and pretty. It's got a chorus sound like a natural, you know, glass tube's got that cool sound, man. That glistening beauty. And when 2 of them, they're both doing it. It's like an automatic chorus. Well, my idea was, damn, if you could build that, if you could clone that, Hadley, why not just go ahead and figure out the voltages required to run 4 channels? I build a combo, put 4 fucking speakers in it, or have all the volumes gained on 1 gain, tones on 1 gain. Now when you play, you got 4 choral glass independent. As far as the sound, anyone around it, you'd say, damn, that amp sound. I know it would sound good because the one I had that I made sounded good. I loved it. It didn't clip, it wasn't distorted, it was a hi-fi circuit. And man, I could sit there, I was playing country with my friend Greg, son of the king. Bless his heart. When his daddy died, he never had nothing else, no other ties to Presley's. No one up there, no one knows nothing. You know, he's like he said, I ain't got no more ties to Elvis Presley estates. When Daddy died, I ain't got nothing else, no relatives to me. I was using that little bitty amp I made, the little combo I made. Here's what I was doing. I had an OD1 that I got from Zach's Tech, gave it to me. He was going to throw it away or have to change the pots. And he said, Hadley, you want this? I said, man, I'm crew. I can't take that. They might accuse me. He said, no, man. I called San Antonio. As soon as we get there in the morning, I'm going to get up at 9. Motor Pool's going to take me to these 3 pawn. I done located 3 of them. And I got 3 pawn shops holding me 3 new OD1s. He said, one of them's brand new. Not even, one of them said, hey, man, this thing's brand new. It ain't been used. It's like still in the box and everything. And hold it for me. So he said, I thought I was going to have to change the pots in this one. But he said instead, so since I got 3 waiting on me, I was going to throw it away. Unless you want it. I said, hell yeah, I'll take it. Look, it's still got the scratch places in it where Zach uses it. You know? And I pretty much, ever since I got it, the guy explained it to me. He turned the gain all the way up. He turned the output all the way up. And you can hear the hiss. He goes, okay, you hear the hiss, Hadley? I said, yeah. He goes, well, watch this when I turn the gain down. He said, all right, see how the hiss dropped? All right, where it dropped at, it goes, now we're going to go to 0. All right, now there's nothing. All right, but we're going to go right back up to where it dropped at. All right. Then we're going to go over here on the full output, and we're going to turn the full output down. And we're going to turn the pedal off and play, and turn the pedal on and play, and we're going to set the output up a little, till it just a little bit louder than where you normally play without it. Zach was basically using that as a boost. Because on his Marshalls, man, he had gains turned up on his Marshall. He was already gaining that on the amp. He pretty much used the OD1 as a boost. Plus, it squeezes the frequency. You turn the OD1 on, it selects the frequency that comes out as a slot. You know, compared to when it's not on and you play. And when you turn it on, it slots the frequency, like it narrow bands it. It drops the fucking frequency coming out of that overdrive to a narrower band than what it is normal. If your shit's set a certain way, you got certain kind of speakers. When you hit it, you're like, where'd my sound go? Where it's dropping out. If I'm just going clean, I might turn that overdrive all the way up. So when I hit it, it's fucking hitting. But other than that, I mostly just use it like he did. I can't stand fucking hiss. I can't stand hiss in a fucking amp. I can't stand no hissing ass pedals. Look, my buddy brought me a Marshall Governor. Matt brought me a Marshall Governor. I got this for you. How much? I think I paid 50 or 60 bucks, man. Whatever. And I fucking dialed that so much all kinds of ways. I didn't like, man. Then one day I was fucking with it. By the time I thought I was gonna get it out of my chain, I discovered, man, you can turn that motherfucker on without no input or nothing, man. That motherfucker hisses. When you turn it on, like you hit it, you can have the volume, the gain, and everything to zero. As soon as you turn it on, it's got hiss. I showed Matt the next time he came over. I said, look here, man, this pedal ain't worth a fuck. There's fucking hissing when there ain't even a goddamn volume up. Fucking bullshit. I don't need all that fucking hiss. Fuck this shit. It's a junk pedal. I wish somebody wanted one real bad and I could make my 60 bucks back. Marshall Governor. What a joke. That's probably some of that Chinese Vietnamese shit. Hey, we can get these pedals made over here in China real cheap. We can take everybody for their money. Oh, I'm feeling better now, God bless. That goddamn backpack, all that weight, man, that's what was killing me. Making it difficult. Because I don't practice skating a lot. I mean, going to the grocery store and getting a backpack full, I hadn't been sick till here this week, not eating nothing. Matter of fact, I gotta get in here and try to make me something to eat. It'd probably fuck me up. I goddamn eat something and then I'll have that shit on my stomach and I feel bad because we're going days and not eating. And then, you know, eat a little bit. Now if I eat something big time full, I don't think I'll throw up. I got me some Chinese noodles. Got some Chinese noodles from Dollar Store. That's not half bad, other than the fact that noodles are bad. This chicken teriyaki, and I buy canned chicken because I can't make it to Walmart to get some real chicken. So I'll buy this canned chicken just to get by. I bought some bullshit hot dogs too. That's fucking poison. I know that's just poison. Oh. Life was good. And now it's over. I hope everybody has a good Christmas, man. Shit, I sat last Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's with no fucking Christmas, Thanksgiving. I thought maybe I'd cook this year. Cook myself some fucking dressing, chicken and dressing. I wanted to last year, but I asked somebody to take me to the grocery store, and guess what? Hadley sat around waiting for a ride to the grocery store. Bastards wouldn't show up. That's a goddamn joke. If I told that bitch right now, I'm fucking starving to death, I'm sick, I need you to ride to the grocery store, she'd come up with some fucking excuse. Hey, you better get out of my milk. Go on. Leave me alone. I just gave you a whole bunch of goddamn food. You think Hadley can relax and smoke a fucking cigarette? I'm as bad as Andy. I didn't have no. Look, I ran out of cigarettes, Andy, this morning about 4 o'clock. I was thinking when I ran out, I thought I had another pack, and I said, no, wait a second. I only got one. That girl only gave me 1 pack. I didn't ask for 2. I seen her tonight, but she was hugging on some guy. I didn't see him say hi to her. I was kind of like talking to her, but she was some other. I didn't want to say nothing in front of that dude. She was still up there at work, but she wasn't working. She was off. Miss Nola. Man, I was hearing a while ago, like whenever I was live and that shit fucked up, and then I went ahead and said, well, fuck it. Like the light was on, I just stopped my phone altogether, turned it all the way off. Then when I came back to YouTube, it was still on the live, and the goddamn light was off. When I pulled my drop down, the flashlight, it wasn't highlighted. It wouldn't let, I'd hit it my face, it wouldn't go off whatsoever. It's like them motherfuckers took over my phone. I finally realized it was on the fucking face of my fucking Facebook, my YouTube channel, on that live feed. There was down it. The next time I came back up, I saw where it said lighting.
And I was like, hell no. I fucking sit here and fuck with this motherfucker stuck on lighting. I don't need no lighting. I don't want no lighting. Run my battery down. I need to plug that motherfucker back up. It was about 75 when I went to the dollar store. Man, last night when I went out there to fuck with that fire, oh y'all should see my driveway. I pulled I pulled a big wad out of my driveway, and I still got one trash can out there with some fucking wood in it I could burn, but I kind of want to save it. See, earlier in the summer I had all that wood. I was gonna make a bunch of landscape, like gingerbread houses or something. You know, that's a good example. You know what a gingerbread house is? I was gonna make a bunch of little wooden houses and stuff for the frogs and the lizards. And if I built them tall, they would be trusses for climbing vine, or right next to sunflowers. You know, tie them off to if they were tall. If I'm gonna put them in my flower gardens, well, the way my flowers grow, these things can't be 2 foot. Would be about too short. It had to be 3 foot or more to be able to be seen in my flower garden because the flowers grow. I say flower garden. I didn't have much of a garden this year. A lot of shit popped up that I didn't plant. I just let it roll. I tried to plant a little bit around it, and a little bit I planted back there that didn't come up. What few did, I just let it roll. Squirrels tore me up on the goddamn big ones. I mean, I got me some flowers this year. I got some seed. I was happy. I said, damn, I didn't really plant a whole lot. And what I did, the squirrel, even though the squirrels got good ones, I still ended up with some. That's all I'm growing it for. I want to plant more seeds and more seeds. And if I could go other places where I could actually scrub up the dirt and be able to get some water to it and not have a trouble getting there, I'd plant other places. You get those Mexican sunflowers, like if you had a fence, a property line, and you're like, man, I wish I had a fence or whatever, and you could plant them fucking Mexican sunflowers all down that line. And then anytime a flower finally goes by and the petals fall off and it starts drying up, just take some scissors and cut it off. It's got about 30, 40 seeds in each one of them flowers. And if any of them drop and you don't get too hard of a freeze, they'll come back up next year. You plant them seeds again all along that fucking wall. Get it real thick and do it again. You might liable to have the shit keep coming every year. And then now, everywhere all down there that you planted, you're going to have green and red flowers. And it's going to block. It'll block vision. People can't see through that shit so thick. Now, if you go out there after they've been up about 3 months and you go, I need to trim these off. You could trim up to like 2 or 3 feet from the bottom. And it won't hurt them too much. You trim them too much, man, and they'll sit there and act stunted. What little flowers over there? Oh, they're the only ones there. It'll act stunted like it don't want to grow more flowers. But it's best to cut on the motherfuckers and try to train them, because they tend to want to go sideways. Their branches will come out and go way out. And I'd rather have my flowers tall. I don't want them going sideways. I don't have a lot of room. I want my flowers to grow upwards. So that's why I did a lot of trimming. And I have trimmed too much on some sunflowers, and it really fucked them. It just stunted them. It stunts them. They don't act like, oh, what am I supposed to do now? You took half my food away from me. Yeah, you watch plants, man. You grow some sunflowers, in about 3 months' time, you'll see leaves on the bottom and shit. They're starting to get crusty and hard and turning colors and brown. Just go and cut them off, man. Or pinch it and cut it off. Pinch the stem and cut the leaf off. And the big yellow sunflowers, when they're fresh and like before 3 months and they're getting tall, they got some pretty green leaves on them. You can actually take those leaves and eat them. I've seen those leaves in a salad, salad bar. It tastes like green. When you eat a salad, the green that you taste when you eat a salad, them sunflower leaves taste the same, man. I haven't eaten any of mine. You're going to go out there and wash the dirt off of them, I guess, for you. I just haven't had no desire to eat any. But I have seen them in restaurants, sunflower seeds. Big old leaf.
And when my plants were young, before they got, halfway through the summer, all of them had lush leaves. Now you can't eat the Mexican sunflower. Listen, don't eat the Mexican. That shit's poisonous. It's the yellow ones. The American and the Russian mammoth, and the American, any one of those, the ones that make a great big yellow sunflower. I don't think I'm not sure about multi-branch sunflower. That's what I'm going to grow next year because I get more out of it. See, if you get a multi-branch sunflower growing, and you cut it right at the right times, trim it the right way, don't over trim it when it needs it. At first, out the top, they'll try to make a big flower. And then once they make a big flower, and you take it away, it's going to do one of two things. Either it's just going to make little flowers, or it's going to try to sprout out again and put out some more big flowers. I think earlier in the season, the earlier you get them in the ground, the earlier you're going to get a big flower, and that's the earlier you can cut that big flower, going to cut them. See, I waited around instead of cutting them and just said, I don't want to cut it. It's not ready. It's not mature seed. Usually they'll cut them, mature seed or not, and get rid of them just to make the rest of them bust. And it will. I've left some alone, and with them big ones on top, and the rest of the plant act like it didn't want to do nothing. But then once I cut them out of the way, the last half of the season, it had all kinds of fucking stems done popped out here, there, with flowers all over it, but they weren't as big. They were small. They weren't big flowers. But in the end, out of all those that turned to seed, I got seed out of them. And that's what I wanted. I tried to plant, this girl down the street, she gave me 6 Russian mammoth seeds. They're big sunflower seeds. And I tried to plant one. And I think it ended up dying by the time it got out of the ground, and it ended up dying. So I never had no successful Russian mammoth. But I still got 5 of the seeds she gave me. This should be good next year. Look, way back in fucking April, May, I made me a little tub of all the seeds I was going to go out and do, and I never did that. When I set out to do it, it started raining. It rained on me. The rain shut me down. The rain shut me down, and I need to keep my yard. The rain was shutting me down on cutting the grass, and the goddamn grass was going crazy. And therefore, when I did get out there to get the grass, it was tall and hard to do. Took forever. Trudging. I needed it cut low. I've already done that once, cut it high, because it was high. It was high to begin with. I raised my lower so I could get it through there, and then come back and lower a little bit lower. And it's all right. I can get it done. It's just twice the work. I like keeping it cut down low, and then when it starts to get back up, come back over with a low cut again. It's easier to push every time. Push the mower over a low cut if it stays low. And the grass gets over 4 or 5 inches up to 7 inches tall, you can't hardly push a goddamn push mower through that shit. Raise it on 6. Well, now what kind of a cut am I getting at a height of 6? It may be even, but it's going to look like the grass needs to be cut. Where's that chocolate milk? Maybe that chocolate milk will ease my guts. See, this chocolate milk that I buy, I don't make a habit of drinking. Like, if I feel bad, I'll go pour me a little shot and drink a shot. Same way with my whole milk. A lot of times all day long, I'll start feeling sick, I'll just go get me a shot of whole milk. It solves the problem. I go on, Gotta have my whole milk. I'm like Andy, when Andy was like, I gotta have whole milk, I know exactly where you're coming from, man. And I know we will suffer for not having whole milk. I told Becky, she asked me, how are you doing? This was over a year ago when she hadn't seen me in a while, and I was over there and I talked to her. And I told her about the chocolate milk. She used to be a caretaker she used to work at this place where they took care of invalid people. Like people with cerebral palsy or whatever, and they can't get out of bed, and you got to take care of them and watch them, be there by them. She used to work at a place like that. And she knows a little bit about medical and conditions of your body you might be needing, you know. She was telling me I might have had something wrong with my sugars. But I told her about the chocolate milk. I said, Becky, I taste some salt in it. She said, all right, that tells me something. And I said that, but I'll tell you what, Becky, I think it's got corn syrup in it. And I may be addicted to that damn corn syrup because all I got to do is get me a little bit of chocolate and I might feel so much better. But I can't sit and make a meal and pour a big old glass of chocolate milk. Or just a little bit. Even the Bible says only a little. Never overdo it. Never overeat. Never over alcohol. And never over dope. Nosy, did you eat cat shit today or do I need to feed you? Nosy? I wish everybody, like when we're in chat and stuff, I was like wishing we could all talk. When I was in chat at Andy's live, I used to like, man, I used to sit there like this about, but I almost cry. God damn, I wish I could sit around. We could all just talk. I don't give a damn if the whole fucking living room is full of motherfuckers. I don't give a damn. It would be cool. Hell, I'll go make coffee. You know, I gotta think, man, I wish everybody be here. We all talk, make coffee. I don't drink coffee, I drink espresso. Like this one boy told me, he said, you like cowboy coffee. What's that guy's name? Kevin Strauss. You like cowboy coffee. I was working down at this corner store back before my dad died. Before he died and after he died, I was still going down there working on the side. I was still working for the union in the theater at the time. In Shreveport, man, the stagehand work is far and few in between. I mean, like, the Strand Theater, its season starts in the fall, like now the season's going. Everybody, the Shreveport Symphony, their season starts in the fall. The Shreveport Opera, right about now in November. If there's not a show right now going on, which it usually is a show every November, that's when they start their season. Now the Shreveport Opera only puts on about 2 shows, and they'll have a show here, and after the first of the year, around March or maybe April, they'll have another show. More like February, March. Right? If they are smart, they'll wait till Mardi Gras. They'll schedule their opera to fall in after all the Mardi Gras parades and parties and shit are over with. Because a lot of times I noticed in the 11 years I worked professionally, these motherfuckers in town would bump heads. Like there'd be a show going on at the City Theater down at the Riverview Theater, or Civic. They used to be called the Civic Theater. Now it's called the Riverview. And then the Strand would have a show. There'd be a ballet at the Civic, the local ballet, and then the Strand will be having a show. And I told them Strand people, I said, man, all y'all in Shreveport need to get together and make sure that when you put on a show, the other motherfucker ain't putting on a show at the same time. I said, because anybody that likes to go to fucking shows, they'd like to see both of them. And now, what am I going to do? I got to choose between 2. If I want to see them both, I got to make a choice. Where am I going to go to the Strand or am I going to go to the Civic? The Metropolitan Ballet, Shreveport Metropolitan Ballet, 2 times a season. They'll do a Nutcracker at Christmas, which will probably fall right into the first week. They're probably, what's the date? They may already be in the theater now. It depends on when their show is. If their show's like within the first week of December, yeah, they'll try to get it. It falls in December usually, but they'll try to get their show gone right within the first. Because, you got December. Well, you got Christmas shopping. Then you got Christmas. You don't want to fucking try to throw a show, a week before Christmas. I mean, it might have been done and they may do something like that, but it seems like all the years I worked, they try to get that shit out of there. Because, even those people that run the ballet shit, they got Christmas to tend to. All the participants that are in the ballet,